Hey, it's Chris, and welcome back. Be sure to like our fan page on Facebook. I'll provide a link below this video where you can like our fan page, Total Ecom Domination. This fan page will have some more advanced updates and more advanced things coming your way. And be sure to frequently check your email because we're going to be sending you emails to live and recorded webinars, which have more information. Remember, this is part of your course. The course does not stop here. We're going to continue sending you value and updates. So be sure to like the page below. That's the first step. Well, let's talk a little bit more about Facebook ads. So after you get your ads running, I put together a nice little flow chart here where this will help you scale your campaigns. Now, some rules will change depending on how much your product is or what you're selling, but this is a very, very basic overview. So let me just expand this so you can see. You're gonna have your ad set up and you're gonna be bidding on conversions with your ad. So basically what's gonna happen here is you're either gonna get no conversions, and a conversion is just a sell, so no sales, or you're gonna get sells. Right? A conversion can also be a lead, but for what we're doing, it's a sell. And so let's look at this. If you get no conversions, and we're talking about the first, 1 to 2 days, 24 to 48 hours, you need to look at your click-through rate. So CTR is a phrase you'll hear a lot. CTR is click-through rate. Is it higher than 5%? 5% is kind of the average on Facebook. If you're advertising on a different advertising platform like Bing ads, for example, it's completely different ballgame, right? If this is Facebook metrics, so a click-through rate of 5% on Bing, well, is also really good as well. So it just really, really depends on exactly what you're promoting. And if that's the case, then you're going to want to continue to run your ad a full 3 days to optimize on $7 daily budget. So if you have a high click-through rate, no conversions, it's still early because in your first 1 to 2 days, your ad is still optimizing and things are changing. So you're going to want to continue to run your ad a full 3 days to optimize on a $7 daily budget. So you don't want to risk a lot of money. You're going to spend, $5 or $7 a day on your ad. You don't want to go out there and spend $100 on an ad not knowing how it's going to perform. And if you have no conversions, after let's say you're on day 3, then it's most likely your product, because what you've determined is that your audience is responsive. If you have a lot of people clicking on your ad, you're either targeting people that are just clickers and not buyers, or you're just targeting a responsive audience and they're just not buying your product. It could be the price is too high. It could be something that's happening on your end, but most likely it is due to the product or offer and the age group of the audience. Now, if we go back over here and we have no conversions and your click-through rate is lower than 5%, and let's say a day or two has gone by, you just want to kill your ad, because if there's no sales happening and you're only getting like a 1% or 2% click-through rate, then you just kill your ad. And usually what causes that is a low-performing image, the targeting, or an unresponsive age group. If you look over here at conversions, let's talk a little bit about that. So now you're making sales. This is a good sign. 2 things will happen. Is your cost higher than $6 or lower than $6? Now this number is going to change, but this is a metric that I was using personally. So it really depends on, the best way to determine this is when the conversion costs exceeds 60% of what your profit is. So if you're making $10 profit and your conversion cost is less than $6, you're going to be able to say profitable, right? You want to make sure profit is the end goal. You want to make sure you're making profit. So in this example, if it's higher than $6, then you're just going to let your ad run, because what Facebook is doing with your ad is optimizing. It's constantly dropping down the conversion costs. You just use a low daily budget to minimize risk. And then if the conversion cost is still high, you most likely have some good targets mixing with bad targets, and it could be your age groups as well. If you're going after an audience of 20 years old to 65 years old, that's a really big gap. You may want to consider breaking that down into increments of 10, so 20 to 30, 31 to 41, et cetera, et cetera. And then if your conversion cost is lower than $6, then let's just say you have a really good conversion cost where your ROI and your profit, and ROI, for those that don't know, is just return on investment, basically. So if you have a really good profit margin, then you're just going to want to let your ad run. There's no reason to stop or change that ad. but you can duplicate that ad and test it on different age groups. Leave the original ad running. You don't want to stop it because it's doing well. Just break it up, make some age groups 24 to 34, 35 to 45, 46 to 55, and start scaling your ad. That's how you're going to scale out. So scale out interest, just take the total amount of interest, divide it into 4. So if you had 20 targets or 20 interests, just divide that into 4. You don't need to break that out into singles, but doing that into groups of 5 is going to work well for you. And this continue to increase the daily budget slowly and scale the ads with the lowest conversion cost. That's if you're following this model. Now, this is a very rough model depending on what you're doing, because if you're promoting a bakery shop, some rules will apply, some won't, right? With the bakery shop, you may be looking to website clicks. And you're still going to look at click-through rate and things like that, and that's going to all be factored in. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Please go and join our Facebook page for more updates. And please focus on your emails from Total Ecom Domination, because we have some live and recorded webinars where we're going to give you more information. And you can connect with us and ask us questions through this page as well. So go and like the page so that you're connected. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.